I like the Schalke composition. It looks like it's a run at you go fast comp, which I always like. SK do pick that Kennen as the final lock-in for top.
So we did talk about this top lane.
Upset flashes away, flash in by Ignore as well, but the kill is already down. Crown Shot gets first blood.
You set them up for a potential situation to look for a gank that Selfmade is looking for now.
Now Odo does have flash, but he's nowhere near getting remounted. Sakurai going in, Odo looking for the trade. Sakurai is so low, but he flashes away and the kill goes across.
That level 6 mark, and they don't have a huge wave stacked up either, but they're going for it.
No flash, bear trap on the rope, it's going to pull him back. Sakurai's going to pop the slicing maelstrom, the stun lock onto Odo, but the tower switches aggro. Trick will get the final shot in and won't go down. Schalke get out on the Kennen, which usually leads me to think that he's going to go down AD, but Abadage is going to shuffle in here as Trick tries to catch onto Pyrion. They'll get the first kill. Selfmade's going to have to run back behind his tower.
They could force this play and work out, but now SK, they're on the attack.
Pyrion has the same ability to roam around. The stun's going to land onto Odo. He has the flash, but it's just going to get pulled back, and it's an easy enough kill for Pyrion.
Great use.
Odo's still mounted on Skull, but they're looking for it. Selfmade coming in, they're just forcing him away from the tower. Look, going to try and take that turret down. It will be first tower blood across to SK as Schalke respond with a cloud.
We've had a bit of an extended laning phase between Schalke and SK. Crown Shot now face checks.
Straight into the prism, frozen in place. Going to try and get to the lantern, has to flash away, but Upset flashes for the chase. And the boomerang
Shot was not prepared for. He ends up losing his flash. Schalke find themselves a quick kill, and they'll be able to get a little bit more
on towards the cliff.
So SK will be able to secure this one. But you'll notice how Odo Omne is just kind of being the sacrificial lamb here. He's not getting the farm. Yes, he'll be able to pick up this tower, but it's not into the Azir and into the Sivir.
That sort of adaptation can work wonders. Pyrion's going to Valkyrie away here as Trick did get hooked up, but here comes the chase. The charge in from Odo, and locked in place is Dreams. Goes gold and goes down. Easy enough.
See this Cloud Drake, but they're pushing out top, and with Abadage pushing top, they can now actually group up mid once again. He's used the Sakurai, got so easily forced out by Odo Omne. We talked about how I expected the Kennen to be outscaling, but then Odo Omne just goes for that all-in, chunks the Kennen out, and now he's TPing in for a fight.
He's got the charge as well, straight onto the backline. Crown Shot is caught out between 3 members of Schalke. He jumps back though, able to survive for the moment. The Impale coming out as well, and Crown Shot's still alive. In the end, he goes down. 2 quick kills for Schalke as they look to...
Let's see if Pyrion can do something to try and interrupt.
Almost takes down Ignar, upset there with Black Shield. Pyrion tries to Valkyrie away, but can't escape. Sakurai doesn't have the slicing maelstrom, but the Baron is helping him and Selfmade out in this fight. Odo down to about a 3rd HP, Ignar on a sliver. There's the Glacial Prism though. Are Schalke going to turn? Because Selfmade's just around the corner. Doesn't have the flash to get into that Baron pit though. And Upset's forcing them away. He flashes back into the pit. And Schalke secure the objective. But here comes the rest of SK. They're pushing forward. Crown Shot trying to join the fray. Odo stepping forward. Looking to get off Scar though. He takes so much damage. And Sakurai will take him out
right now. So you can see that they are grouped up and pushing in mid lane. It is so easy for the Kled to just get closer to the tower. And if Schalke don't force these objectives, then it may end up hurting them. But for the time being, I think that's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, just chipping away at these towers bit by bit. They have a 4,000 gold lead at the 24-minute mark. All of that coming off a strong Baron fight. Upset's going to take a little bit of damage. Has the Essence Reaver to regen some of the mana that he is currently lacking. Selfmade has a flank position here. Dreams looking for the hook, but Ignar is going to Black Shield it. Impale comes on straight away. No shield for Upset, and he's done. He's down. Crown Shot almost falls as well as Abadage tries to turn the fight around in favor of Schalke. Dreams will go down, and Schalke find a catch. Sakurai winning down towards the bottom side in the 1v1.
Big pick from the side of SK, but it is not enough to stop the siege coming out from Schalke. They're going to take themselves another tier 2 turret. Odo Omne will hold on to the bot lane, try and interrupt the back from Sakurai, and this may very well be the first inhibitor tower of the game.
Pyrion coming in with a package might force them away for the moment.
Catch out Upset when he was very low on mana. He had to try and spell shield the...
But Ignar is on the chase, and Upset will be there as well. Soul Shackles comes out, straight into the waking arms of Upset goes Selfmade. Trick coming in from the side as well, and the SK jungler will fall.
And now the jungler is dead extremely quickly off the back of an Azir and a Sivir with 3 items done. Maybe they can get a lucky steal with a rocket. Doesn't look like it today. Baron, and so they're going to very easily trade this for a tower, which SK cannot answer.
Might even trade it for an inhibitor tower as well, as Abadage is pushing in mid. 3 members of Schalke down towards this bottom side. Odo won't be able to join the fight too rapidly, but he does have the teleport instead of the charge if he wants to TP in. Mid lane inhibitor tower goes down. On the hunt used. The hook coming out as well, but Trick just able to dodge to the side of it. Felt it whisper by his face. Selfmade looking for the Predator, going in for the engage. Black Shield used on Ignar. The second inhibitor tower goes down, and now Schalke are just pushing in. Dreams chunked out half HP. Inhibitor will fall, and Schalke can just continue to step forward into the faces of SK.
Schalke know that their 4v4 is way stronger than that of SK, and in this clubbed up situation, Abadage can just just keep poking and chipping away at the SK health bars, enabling them easy access onto the second inhibitor.
Oh, that hook almost connected, but Abadage able to dodge away from it about 50 seconds before that runs out. It's very difficult for SK to do anything about it. The inhibitor tower will fall, and SK will try and make their final defense.
So, Schalke grouped up now as a 5-man. Odoamne lying wait in the wings. His charge is primed and ready to go. SK on their last line of defense.
Schalke looking to continue their winning ways. Would be a 3-game win streak if they take this. Huin has to use the package to get away. Super Minions pushing in all 3 lanes now. It's too easy for Schalke. The Nexus turret's next on the menu. They have to be just that little bit cautious. Sakre could jump in, has the flash, has the slicing maelstrom, wouldn't do that much damage, but looking for those stuns for SK to try and find the fight. Trick clearing out a ward, Dreams flashes in with a play, Odo gets away straight away, Dreams almost falls, Nexus Tower will go down and Dreams is what will pay for it with his life. Now the second Nexus Tower is on the menu and Schalke don't even really care about SK anymore. Sakre trying to do what he can onto Ignar, but that's only the support and upset. It's raining down hell with the boomerangs. Schalke decimate SK, there's nothing they can do, and Schalke continue their winning ways here in week 6. None of those really fit into the same playstyle as that Akali. Aurelia was the final pick for Expect. He'll take that up towards the top lane and will be face Spark for XL. They're looking down towards this bottom lane. Teleport coming in, that's the advantage we talked about. The Aurelia can join this fight. Inspired force back. Bando and Warlight underneath the tower trying to survive. The Dazzle comes out, ignites down. Warlight just tanking it up. Mystique's gonna go down. He will fall for second blood, but first blood goes to XL. Now Rogue can try and turn this around. Mickey is in the bush waiting to see if he can join the fray. Larson stepping forward. Not gonna go any further for the moment as he is forced away by Mickey. Those missiles can do a lot of damage and the Akali has to retreat. Still has the flash. Mickey doesn't have his as Larson tries to turn it around. Perfect execution available for Larson if he wants to go in, but Caedrel's on the chase and instead he's going to use it to get away. Mickey able to force the Akali back.
So, I love the play that we're seeing from XL. The execution was
battle. If you try and fight a sustained war, it's not going to work. Mickey looking up towards the top lane instead, forcing Prophet away. Back underneath. You can be incredibly skilled at the game and fail that EQ, okay? I've seen it happen on international stages.
Have you bet it?
XL pushing up in the top lane, looking to get all of those plates down. It's only the 12-minute mark as well, and the teleport used by Mystique to get down towards the bottom lane. You saw that.
Very strong, level 10. Let's see how things play.
Rogue calling XL out to a fight. Prophet building up the Mega. Nah, stolen away by Caedrel. The ammo lands, Prophet already into Mega though, and now we'll see with the Inferno down to 2000 HP. Prophet going forward, the Cosmic Radiance used, but he has to flash away. No! Into the wall! 4-man stun! XL take the fight! They say Rogue, you can call us out, but we're coming out swinging! Expect jumping forward to Warlight, that's another in his back pocket, and Inspired and Larson are limping away. Expect lands the stun, a flawless duet, a double for him, and now Larson is caught underneath the turret. That's not where you want to be, my friend. Expect doesn't give a damn about minions being there. He's on the chase. The ace comes out for XL.
Beautiful fight from XL. We were talking so much about it and how strong XL knew they were, but all of the benefit has to go to Caedrel. This man stealing away the Gnar ultimate, landing onto 4 people, was exactly what XL needed to find that fight, find that ace, find that tower.
In terms of gold, it's so easy for XL just to continue to push forward, playing around the map as you wanted them to, Vedius. And although they're sitting at 1-9, this is not the sort of performance you'd expect from a 1-9 team. This, maybe I'm being a little bit apprehensive as Crescendo comes in, but Vanguard's edge used as well, already misses the mark. Inspired jumping in with the Cataclysm Larson trying to get off the backline. He takes out Jester, and now Prophet goes in with the Mega Gnar. The wall! Oh, what a fight! Oh my goodness gracious me! Rogue has somehow turned it around. It's a quadra, and Nicky has to try and flash the wall. Just about.
Instead, just kind of playing the map, playing the 2 versus 2, just slowly chipping away your opposition. And so XL need to be careful, because if they keep getting baited into these fights, Rogue will find an avenue back into the game.
The thing is, XL are definitely still in the driver's seat of this game. You're still 6,000 gold or 5,000 gold ahead. You still have this incredibly strong Aurelia, but we have seen how willing they knew that Larson was in the top lane. This is where it's so much easier for you to make these pushes when you know you don't have to be afraid of that Akali.
So good.
Take it, but they're looking for the chase. They go straight onto Larson. Oh, he dodges away from the arrow. Mickey's still going in. Rogue trying to chase, trying to catch up with their mid laner, seeing if they can help him out. Larson jumps back in the Cataclysm. Can they get there in time? The Crescendo comes out. Inspired's already down. But look at Larson in the fight. The Cosmic Radiance will keep him alive for the moment. Prophet trying to push forward. XL able to... is the dream for this team from the UK. It'll be a very long road for them to get there, but You never know.
Rogue is very small.
It'd be very difficult for Rogue to do anything about this. That's 12% of your missing mana.
They pull it off.
Here we go. Rogue, last time they took a 5v5, they won the fight. XL back away. Captain comes into Mystiques. They know he doesn't have the flash, but he's still got the thick skin. And Rogue looking to push forward. Larson jumps in. Mystiques taking the Baron. Damage is going to fall to the Baron. And Larson takes the kill. Crescendo coming out with the Cosmic Radiance as well as expect. Jumps onto the backline. He goes golden. Stops time for a second as Prophet's jumping forward. And now the top laners have to retreat back. GA propped on expect. And now into the wall from Cadro, stolen away. And Prophet's gone to his demise. Now Rogue fighting in a 4v4 as Inspired tries to jump on the backline. But Warlight's still there. Jessica takes down Inspired. And XL continue to set forward. They take the fight, they take the kills, and they will turn back.
It's up 2.
It was so close. Larson's going to try and do what he can here to stop XL from taking the Baron, but I don't think he's going to be able to do too much versus 4 members of XL. The Abyssal Voyage actually coming in here from Mystiques. Looking for the tongue lash, arrow won't connect, trying to do what he can, but when the best of your team isn't pushing, it's quite hard to push by yourself down towards that bottom lane.
I would quite like to see Mickey actually go towards top, but I suppose given that he doesn't, it's kind of enough to kind of compensate for the difference. Even though one comp should be strong on a 5v5, you know, gold can obviously rectify that. So there's the first inhibitor. They will secure that. Still a minute left on the Baron. They should look to rotate bot because they don't have the wave set up on top. And Cadro is just going to keep this wave pushed in mid to keep a Rogue as split as much as possible.
Yeah, Larson trying to deal with the wave, but can't clear it out too effectively. There's not a huge amount of wave clear on the side of Rogue at all. Mystiques here from the side. The arrow lands, only onto Vander, but Cadro jumps at the back line with the crescendo. He's going to take out one, and now Inspired, who went into the back of XL, is just going to get shut down. Larson doing quite a lot of work as Inspired actually survives. It was Jeskla who fell. Mickey on the chase will get the double kill, and now Vander's chased up towards the top side of it. Prophet trying to do what he can against Expect, but he's just going to go down in the end. There's not really too much Rogue can do here. XL come up trumps in the fight, 16 kills to 7. They are now knocking on the door of the Nexus, and Rogue cannot answer at all. They had a couple of slips along the way, but XL show they are still alive in the LEC.
Option to potentially tower dive, and a last-second pivot here. Once again, leaning into this Fnatic playstyle of playing around
Here, this scuttle, but again, anytime Kirei shows up, he's the Zin's out, they're forcing the fight because they know they're stronger.
Remember, Broxah has absolutely no flash. First blood is picked up by Kirei.
Some of this free chip damage on the mid tower. It also forces, oh, he flashed!
Oh, Hiva flashed over the wall. While that's going on, there's a fight in the top lane. Broxah, he's now flashed backwards. Hiva picks up the kill by throwing down the mines. Now Misfits are running away. The Rift Herald stays alive, and Fnatic, do they fancy a challenge? Hylissang's waiting in the wings. Support is coming from Nepsis. The True Shot Barrage is flying across the map, and here comes Whippo. Hiva will give his life. It ends up being a 1-for-1 in favor, I think.
Went for that rotation into the mid lane, where they picked up the kill onto Broxah, which has now showed up for Reckless's CS.
All right, leader's chasing for the solo kill. Here comes Hiva as well. Hiva seems to be the catalyst for all kills, and it seems to be this Hex Flash that is setting it
They
up.
just are able to walk away from it, and now possibly trying to force something mid.
All right, Neon's got no flash, remember. Requiem comes down. The spell shield blocks some of it, but you cannot deny death from below. The dredge line will hold Hilly in place. The tower will take him out. Hiva gets burned alive, though, as Dan, he's going to throw out the ultimate. Now chasing, finds a Sunk to Nemesis. Here comes Leader. He picked up the gunblade in the last fight. Whip was the first target, but he gets knocked into the air. Nemesis stays alive a few seconds longer. The life steal not enough to save his life. Reckless gets jumped on by Leader. He jumps forward, needs more damage. Flashes the Q. It's a double kill for Leader.
For Nautilus here.
And of course, while we're in the replay, Hiva sets up yet another kill. Neon completes it though. One backing up Nemesis now. Nemesis is going to clear out these waves. Here comes the Requiem. Dandan may be the target. Dandan's getting jumped on by Whippo. HP's going low, and by side, the slice, the dice, and the kill.
Whippo doesn't have his, so Fnatic also not pulling the trigger on forcing a fight or trying to contest a big cross map.
Evaluate this rookie squad, this EU Masters, LFL team, and say, did they perform better?
Either stall out the mid lane push or pick up free farm, but Hiva and Kirei are doing an excellent job teaming up and exerting their numbers advantage, picking, it was bot.
League of Legends, just a bot, basically. All right, Whippo's going to be the next target. Hiva's got his flash available. There's Leader going in and out, and this looks to be a pretty clean dive thus far. Stopwatch is used to buy some time, and eventually the kill will be donated to Leader. What is Fnatic doing else? Leader quietly growing in power, 4-1-0, as the Roomba is now being jumped on. Hylissang's not done yet. He's looking for a death from below. There's the death. It's from below. Hylissang gets the kill. Kirei will be able to pick at least one back. the wind becomes
Both of
light.
them have access to scaling potential, so I don't think that this is clear-cut either way.
Okay, well, let's see what Kira and Leader can do. They pick a first fight with Nemesis. Defensive flash from Kira, trying to get out to safety. Does so. Nemesis does go down in the back. Now Leader's looking for Broxer. No Requiem available. Flash forward from Leader. Broxer goes down. Leader turns his attention to Whippo. Some snakeskin shoes are on the menu for Misfits. It's Neon the Roomba to get the kill. Now Reckless, he's disarmed. He's dashed on. He's stunned down. And he's in trouble. Neon's trying to chase. The ultimate will come up in just a few seconds if they can continue. The Baron is up. It's very early. Are they bold enough to try?
What's tastier, chasing Reckless and potentially waiting for cooldowns to get that kill, or immediately going to Baron? There's the TP. Baron's going to be the call. Can Hilly and Reckless hold this?
Leader has just teleported back in on full HP. He's got himself perfect execution available. Nemesis can come up with TP as well. Leader chases down Hilly. But now it's Fnatic. What are they going to do? They're going to find themselves Hiva. He's going to get shut down here, and once again, the Requiem doesn't really find an opportunity.
And I love the fact that Fnatic are able to force the play. So they're kind of in a sticky situation where, because Leader is so powerful right now, Misfits...
Oh, okay, Spell Shield came up. I actually did not see the death from below
He doesn't
damage.
have Flash.
Yeah, Neon's just going to get blown up. He ran back into the chicken camp. While that's going on, though, there is tower pressure top.
So what I was saying is, because Leader is so strong right now, Misfits want to create pressure with Leader and force Fnatic to respond to him. So what Fnatic have to do is, before he hits the tower, they need to force a play, make a pick. And that's still difficult to do on their composition because their only true hard engage is someone like Hilly. So the fact that Fnatic even found it there is credit to Hilly.
Yeah, very nicely done. Both supports actually being very, very influential in setting up so many of these plays. I think somewhat unexpected when you've got a fly across multiple members. And oh my word, Nemesis loses 30% of his hits.
Look at Whippo, he's TPing behind them.
Leader is sitting. Now Leader's picking a fight with Hilly. Bone Skewer doesn't find a target. Baron is going very, very low. Nemesis puts on the world and he's trying to chase forward. Whippo's inside the pit. He's looking for Kira. Gets knocked outside. Now Baron is secured by Misfits. The fight's on multiple fronts. Whippo's the first target. There will be some heal. There's the death from below. So far it's a 1-for-1. Not going to be enough just yet though, as at the end of this bottom lane, because Dan, does he want to pick a fight? Level 15 to 14. Titanic Hydra Triforce. By the way, the tower's gone down up top. Leader jumps back in, looks for Hillisang. He's going so low, he just pops him. That was a 2v3. Leader's not done yet. Goes goal with the hourglass. Kirei picks up the kill. Now Kirei's taking some tower shots. Will survive a few seconds longer. Gonna continue to escape. And down, he solo kills Whippo. Misfits are doing it. They've caught themselves a dredge line. Over onto Reckless. Reckless chases forward. He kills Hiva in the process.
Oh, okay, so Fnatic managed to weather the storm, but they're still losing objectives across the map, still losing a lot of the fights. Maybe a little overzealous from Misfits there, but still sitting comfortably in the lead.
Grab your friends, grab your family. The LEC summer split is not done yet. XL pick up a win against Rogue, and Misfits are inside Fnatic's base to potentially take down our second best team. What would you hypothetically say? Think about that. Well, Hillisang's been jumped on. Requiem's going to come down. It's not dissuading Misfits yet. Leader continues to jump forward. Hillisang is taken down. Kirei gets the kill. Leader's found Nemesis, and now Whippo's running for his life. Wants an answer. Misfits, they're going to do it. What does it mean?
I don't know, Trevor. I don't want to make any definitive statements. That was a... Oh, okay, it was a hex splash. Whew. Hiva scared me for a second.
I know. He's actually scared me all game. I think it was...
You have something like an Ezreal. They can't play side lane and try to create other pressure points because this happens and Nemesis falls down.
But absolutely popping people left, right, and center. Now he's in a 1v4. Not even... What?
1v3. 1v3.
1v3. Come on, 1v2. Leader can do it again. Now he's looking for Reckless. Goes golden with the hourglass. Hiva and Neon join the fight. Now it's 3v3. Boomerang blade tags Broxer. Flash forward from Neon. He sidesteps the Q. Another kill onto Whippo. It's the GA that's popped. Dan is the tower-killing man in the bottom lane. He hasn't been involved in a fight for about 10 minutes because he doesn't need to. He's going to take the third and final inhibitor tower unless Nemesis has something to say about it. A flawless duet stuns him up. Now, in a 5v2, Misfits are pushing into the Nexus towers. Nemesis comes in with a world ender, but his world might just be ending. Hiva and the rest of the Misfits squad take him down. Reckless is the last man standing as the Nexus tower starts to fall. Misfits do the unthinkable. Misfits surprise Europe, and Misfits take down Fnatic!
And oh, it's Jarvan top.
Oh,
there we go. That's the Mowgli I know and love.
There we go. We anticipated it could have been a flag just yet. You can see that's because Cabochon had already left lane.
Yeah, didn't have the prio. Hold up. Bot lane.
A lot of damage onto Attila. He's gone very low. That's picking a fight with Zion Rakan. Jack Troll is locked low. He's got flash available to him. Fluff can't even use it. Norscarin cuts him off while that's going on. Vizichachi's being run down. No! Manages to escape a few seconds longer. Cabo and Mowgli dashing forward. Flash over the wall. Do they chase? The answer's no. 1 for 1.
Of what version of Norscarin you're going to get. He's been tagged though.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of variance. He's going to be able to find the knock-up onto Attila. Kabi and Xerxes moving forward. That's a two-man route. They get hit with the meat. Mowgli is running for his life, but he can't get away. That's another to Splice and a double. Norscarin 2-0.
And they're getting more for the trades that we're making cross-map. It's like tower plates to Cabo.
Looking for Jizuke. Jizuke's playing bait, but may have just worked. That manages to work. The Emperor's Divide, though, catches Mowgli into the tower. It's a trade. 1-4.
Disaster bot lane for Vitality when you didn't have access to flashes by Jack Troll and Attila. Yes, now the summoners are back up, but Mowgli looks at the authority to hard shove this lane and hard force this tower.
Yeah, it's absolutely the case. Cabochon looking for a solo kill here. Got a lot of damage. Flashes available. Chachi's going to get his.
Tried to have the Kai'Sa Nautilus. Things went very wrong when Mowgli got involved with that lane. The flashes came out, and then they lost all power and control there, and it slowly bled over to Splice having complete control over bot side river because they always have priority there. They now have complete priority over the mid lane.
Oh man, this is going to be just another tower falling. Vitality have yet to secure an objective until this very moment. Cabo's not even going to get the tower yet until this next minion line congas its way in. So 3-1 will be the score. Admittedly, the bottom outer turret is just a hair's breadth away from falling over. Now Vitality moving away into the jungle.
Full pressure, full control, and priority over this jungle. They've moved in, they've placed down the wards, so even though Vitality are in a better position to fight now, they're still in the back foot in terms of the map setup because Splice have full vision control over top side.
And please look at the minion. An uncontested Drake. Oh my word, Norscarin, he's coming from behind. Now he can't find Mowgli just yet. Mowgli's going to use the kick to send him away. Jack Troll looks for the engage, but Vitality are trying to flank. Norscarin goes gold to buy some time. Mountain Drake is up. It's low. It's secured by Splice. But now everybody's going gold and Chachi's trying to kick them out with a slicing maelstrom. They managed to get a kill onto Jack Troll and Cabo's going so low. That's a shutdown into Norscarin. Everybody from Splice is in trouble and Humanoid cannot save the day. Vitality win the fight. Wizardly for Vitality. And this will be a discussion that will be debated for a long, long time. Baron is secured. Lead of 1600. They have Baron buff on their squad. They've picked up their third tower and continuing to scale up. Vitality have just got all the tools to play with. Take a look at that. Cabo just goes all the way in with that Cataclysm and nearly solo kills Humanoids.
While that's happening though, Vitality making use of a lot of pressure.
Used to get the advantage. Now, they've still got to get over the final hurdle. They still need to get through Azir, Zaya, Rakan, and Norscarin once again unable to find a target. Oh, I take that back. It's a trade. One support for support. Chachi's coming in with the slicing maelstrom, but those are two very speedy targets to chase down. Jizuke is able to send Humanoid flying, but for the time being, Splice have defended the Nexus turret bottom lane.
But Splice expended so much to not get anything there. If Jizuke is actually able to get to safety, look at mid lane tower. It goes down. Vitality disengaging, absorbing all of these resources that Splice have thrown on them, and then punishing.
The voice in my head is back, and this might be the third game in a row where a team with a lower standing in the league is able to take down somebody higher up the table. 5,000
Vitality are in base, and then it's a very easy call for the other team to just go kill him with 4 members and not lose anything return. So it feels
Vitality,
like
the Baron dance is deep, and Cabo's looking for a flank.
And one of the issues that they have is they don't have the TP on Chachi, so it's really hard for this cannon to get in, but there's one!
What was that? Norscarin and Vizichachi, the two players that tend to get caught.
From Vitality to choke Splice out of this area to get all of the waves pushing, layer their vision, and then just wait for the mistake.
Oh man. Oh, this is gonna. Oh, I feel so bad right now. Okay, so Jack Troll gets jumped on. Vitality, yeah, get a little surprised by this. They didn't start the initiation, but Humanoid, oh, he just gets body bopped by Jizuke. He gets blown up, and it's a double kill for Cabo. 4-0-5. Kabi is running for his life. And he and Chachi are the last one standing. They've got a lot of damage to put down, and that's a shutdown on Jizuke. But here comes Attila.
Members push the health bars, and they've got the wave crashing behind them. So Vitality still get what they came for, even though Chachi tried to make the hero play.
Man, Vitality get a little bit surprised, but they are so far ahead, it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. 30 minutes isn't even on the clock yet. And Vitality are now taking down the middle lane inhibitor. two huge question marks this game. The Dragon fight around 20-odd minutes, and then that Baron engage. Now, Chachi, he used his ultimate a moment ago, so we can't use it again. Xerxes going to flash forward and land the T-bone stake. Attila is going to be able to flash away. Won't be able to chase any further. Despite Xerxes hitting Q after Q, there's just not enough damage, not enough chase. And
Just ultimate them away. And at this point, because the Drake has now been taken,
at the end of the game, and I just want to give a very quick shout out to Rivington Bruce Bislin III. Whenever anybody plays this Olaf skin, I literally hear his voice in my head yelling, hit him with the meat. It's actually why I used that call earlier. While I'm saying all that stuff, Jizuke will get taken down by the meat. Xerxes throws out the undertow, but look at the re-engage. Cover shot comes down, the flag, the drag. The Cataclysm comes up, but there's no follow-up just yet. Humanoid stays alive a few seconds longer, slides forward, divides backwards. All of a sudden, Chachi, the slicing Maelstrom, is easily dodged away from. The Storm is simply not powerful enough to stop Vitality. Dredgeline falls ever so slightly.
first access to Baron.
Okay, the Infernal Drake and Mountain Drake is on. Baron is just being melted and shredded. It's already due the third Baron of the game, but Visit Chachi, he's in so much trouble. Hourglass is available to him. Teleport completes for Cabo. He throws down the Cataclysm. He's being melted. Humanoid manages to get over the wall. It's all of a sudden Cabo. That goes down. It's traded 1-for-1 as Xerxes was the target. Now Attila is being jumped on here as Norscare's trying to buy time. Here comes Kobe. That's a shutdown onto Attila. But Jizuke has got so much damage. He hits Kobe in the face with the big one. The super minions are pushing onto the Nexus turrets. Mowgli's got no ult available to him. Jizuke, 2 more rockets. Mowgli, the slice and dice, or the divide rather. He's blown up. He's shut down. Kobe gets another kill. Kobe's pushing forward. It doesn't.
That's fine.
Oh
Hold on.
man, look at the mini-map. Teleport in. Attila's going in for the base. Cabo shots around and he's going to have the slicing Maelstrom. This is an Elder Dragon picked up. Splice are even more scary. Okay, Attila versus Chachi and Jizuke. Jizuke! Oh, that's not going to be enough just yet. Visit Chachi! How did you stay alive? Kobe teleports into the base. Now Jizuke and the supers plus Baron empowered. He's looking for the Nexus. A couple more autos just going to do it.
He's got no flash.
Unbelievable. I mean, Yamada can think it. Kobe and Norscare, they're going to get the GA from Mowgli. Is there any other support? Cabo's running. Now 28 seconds until Elder is up. Kobe goes. So they're just going to commit. They're inside. No vision here, but Splicer away. Look at the positioning. Humanoids at least going to check.
They absolutely know. There's the on-the-way ping. Do they get there in time?
I don't think so. There's so much damage. It's already secured. Now that's the Attila. He's going to try hold on. Forced to flash. That could be important, but Baron's picked up. Oh, what is going on? Why? Why? There was no vision. You walked into the darkness. You're professional players. They tried to sneak in and it didn't work. Now all of a sudden Xerxes with the Ragnarok is running down Mowgli. There's another kill in favor of Splice. All of a sudden Mowgli is running. I cannot believe that the game-winning moment after sneaking Baron is to walk into the darkness and just get killed by a hamster.
Can I get the pip on Yamato now?
Unbelievable. Now, all of a sudden, Splicer chasing it down at the base. Baron is all for naught. Norscarin is toying with his food.
It's TP on Humanoid. They're going to go for the end.
Yeah, they absolutely are. The base is being destroyed. Xerxes, Kabi, Vizichachi ushering the minions forward. 10 seconds left for Jizuke. He will spawn in time to see his Nexus die. Chachi is chasing down Mowgli. The tower is now being focused and it is being obliterated. Splice won the early game. Splice lost the mid game, but Splice win it in the end.
But Jax would be fun.
Yeah, I like the Jax as an option to outscale the Kled in the side lane. Importantly, in this matchup, Jax doesn't really have those big cool.
Oh, but he went underneath it. He hasn't been spotted.
No, he hasn't, but there's a fight in the bottom lane. Mithy's going to be able to dash away towards Patrick. The cocoon onto Cold has done so much damage. That's a flash forward. The rappel comes down. Alfari's looking for Yankos. Defensive flash away. A little Spiderling gets killed. Nobody dies yet.
Action across the map, however.
Oh, Collapse is going very low. Flash away
now because he's also going to be skipping out on that Krug camp, which means that Cold gets to have this very clean path bot to top and get a big clear.
Oh man, Alfari's doing such a good job. 200 hit points, 100 hit points. Alfari over chases. Cannot get the last one. Wonder being up 10 CS for now and that kill. It's pretty much even across the rest of the map. But take a look at this. Level 6, instantaneous engage on Mithy. Flash forward from Perks, and he manages to find a beautiful kill.
Access to their ultimates.
Okay, Betrap on a rope is doing a lot of work here. Skarl is also going to help Wonder out. He's going to try and use that jousting to get to safety. Skull comes down, pocket pistol by some distance. Wonder's running for his life, and this should be the kill. Managed to secure. Skarl kill was milliseconds away from coming in, but Perks once again gets a kill in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Patrick was...
Okay, let's see if this works out. Mithy and Patrick are making their way up. Are they bold enough? Oh, that's so good! The displacement from the package is all that's needed. Caps is still going to be able to escape. He's got flash if necessary. Perks gets caught underneath the tower. He manages to stay alive just a few seconds longer. Not until Mithy takes him down. I think maybe with the Ignite. Cold is Ragnaroking away to safety. Here comes Patrick. He takes a barrel roll to the face, and now the mid tower is under siege.
Overstep, get picked off, or they want control over this mountain dragon where they can secure it. That's a TP top from Azir.
It is indeed. When we cut to the fight, Alfari's going low. Wonder's running for his life. Yanko's forced to zone away as well. Flash for flash. Alfari can't find it. Caps has joined the fray thanks to the teleport. True shot barrage. Not going to tag him, but here comes Yankos. Look for the cocoon. Flashed away by Nuketuck. Caps has got a lot of hit points to work with. The big one's being loaded up and charged. The counter-strike locks him down. Caps blows him up. The fangs are sunk in, and the missiles bring him down.
This is so devastating. They lose so much in return.
And even worse, that's the lane that's supposed to be working for them. Now Perk's going for the 1v1, but it's about to be a 1v3.
For it. Cold and Mithy are coming down. Flash is available to Perks. Sweeping Blade as well. Can he outplay the CC? Insta charm. Very good reaction from Mithy.
3-0 and 1 onto this Corki. Yeah, I think Origin definitely need to respect G2 poking their heads in here.
Okay, Mithy should be shut down here. Oh, good flash to get away and actually just sidestep the final mission. That's such a good cocoon. Alfari gets shut down before he can engage. True shot barrage comes up. The dragon is secured, but another missile to the face. Now here comes the charge. Nukeduck's going to be able
Yeah, because right now G2 continue to move inside of the jungle and just zone Nukeduck away from the tower.
Wow, Pobelter chiming in. Corki Azir, Corki Azir, Corki Azir. It's Corki that is winning. Yes.
Nukeduck was camped.
Okay,
Just
fair.
counterpoint.
Very fair. I would prefer to leave the context out so my stat is more true, but
Your stat looks impressive.
that's why I get protected by my analysts. Thank you, Frosco. Skarl is going to get popped as Wonder's under pressure. Nukeduck puts down the Emperor's Divide, and here comes the engage from Perks. It's yet another kill. The 11th in 50.
He's trying to match the pace of G2 though, but G2 are better at their own game. Caps is split pushing down to that bottom lane, picking up the turret, while the rest of the team is willing to get down and dirty and continue to win these fights.
Oh, I wonder, do you share that sentiment knowing that, you know, OG was 6-6 at this point, lost split, and haven't answered the question, Frosco. Do you put a lot of importance on this weekend's games?
I mean, I guess I would have to take the team line and say no, that it's the best.
What is the response? I mean, Mithy is waiting in the wings. While that's happening, by the way, dive up top. So it is a skirmish on multiple fronts. Wonder's going to be able to survive for a few seconds longer. Down in the bottom lane, the fight continues. Skarl has been procced. Teleport coming in. Wonder's going to try to get over the wall. Pocket pistol sends him over the wall. Unmounted. Kled manages to escape. Caps is now in trouble. No, he's not. We flick over to the fight, and Caps gets a double kill.
Absolutely unreal. Caps living and dying.
Yeah, huge credit to Wonder, the fact that he's able to get over the wall, but Mithy is desperate. Can he get something?
Let's take a look. Final breath being held on to. Mickey stays alive a few seconds longer. By the way, Yankos was able to pick up the dragon. And the second towers, they're still taking dragons. And they're still just killing Origin in every opportunity. And Patrick, they didn't dive him last time, but they did this time.
Yeah, there's never going to be an opportunity to get a unfair, advantageous fight for Origin.
Oh my word, that damage. Mickey and Caps almost kill Nukeduck before he can do anything. The first tower that Origin secures down in the bottom lane is Alfari with his Trinity Force. We're now 21 and a half.
Threatens teams under towers because he can use the ultimate to scoop them off of it.
Yeah, and look, even with 2 towers in the mid lane, they still stay mid lane. Alfari's pushing bot lane, but it's so slow, G2 can just walk up and smack this tower.
And also add on to the fact that you've got an Elise in the jungle and Gragas plus Elise.
Bye-bye.
The threat is immense. Then when you want to get to this point where you want to force an objective, Kled's ultimate breaks open the base. Alfari is faffing about with minions, and it doesn't matter. Nukeduck goes down, and G2, they're looking for the win.
Yeah, this might just be game over right now. They still have cooldowns. Patrick gets exploded, and they're on the next tower.
Mickey and Perks, if they wanted to, could tower dive the fountain. G2 have a penchant for diving the fountain for kills. 15 in 23. Explosive cast has been used. Nobody was knocked up, though. There goes Mickey in for the chase. I'm waiting to see if Perks gets the final breath. There's the re-engage. The stun instantaneously. Perks gets yet another. Cold and Alfari are running for their lives. Perks finally uses the ultimate. The Nexus has been killed by the Winions, as all of a sudden Nukeduck has respawned from his earlier death. There is a teleport available here for Wonder to come back into the fray, as he's doing. Titanic Hydra. Black Cleaver has now been picked up. We're only 23 minutes into the game. The Nexus has still not been taken down. down yet. Finally is the focus. There go G2, looking for kills under the fountain. Maybe the bear trap on a rope was to get people out of the fountain. The Nexus goes down, and G2 stand.
Still, not quite with the perfect record, but I mean, you're starting to see a gap open up now between you and Fnatic and Splice. Anybody here that is surprising you? Because aside from you, I'm interested to know who you think is genuinely contending for the #2 spot right now, because Fnatic look like a bit of a downturn. Splice is stepping up, even though it was a messy game versus Vitality, but Schalke, they're on a bit of a tear themselves.
I mean, I think Splice is pretty good. I think Splice is kind of similar to Fnatic, I think. Or, well, similarly good, like equally good, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think they probably both deserve like around second spot. I think Schalke is just like just behind them, but I didn't see that much of them. I think Misfits is actually pretty good as well, recently when I watched them. So I think they would probably be above Origin right now if I would place them. Yeah, I would put them above Origin.
I kind of want to dive into this a little bit because me, Vedi and Ender were talking on the desk a little bit before we went into Splice's game. Me as an outside person coming in, I was like, I thought Splice were average. Like in Spring, I was like, they're just a middle of the pack filler team, right? Splice is just Splice. You have to beat them to be at the top. But this split, I've been watching them and they actually look really good, but I could never figure out what it was that they were doing. What is it that you think makes Splice good right now as a team?
You can take it away.
I take it away. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I think they play quite well, like mechanically, from most of the part, let's say. I think their mid jungle and AD carry are playing really well, and top and support are doing their job. But sometimes like they kind of like int a bit. That's what I noticed. You're right. But yeah, I think Zeros has been pretty good this split. He's actually, in my eyes, usually the underrated jungle in Europe because people like sometimes say, oh yeah, he's